Hey everyone, just wanted to do a quick video on my inventory of pens I've got for sale right now. I'm going to start off with my some of my favorites, and then go on to the more common ones. And then I'll go into some of the materials and pen styles I'm available to make. So here's my all-time favorite one right now. This is a rollerball capped pen made from abalone seashell. It's a super pretty pen. It's made on a rhodium metal kit with some gold accents on the top and on the strap. It does spin around, so I'll try to do this one-handed. So it does spin around and lock in place like that, so you can write with it with the cap on. This is my most favorite pen I've ever made. It's just turned out absolutely stunning. It's a rollerball, like I said, so it's super smooth to write with. One of my favorite pen kits to make on. And it's just super pretty. The abalone in there is just gorgeous. I can't say that enough. So yeah, that's my most favorite pen I've made so far. And all these in the video are for sale right now. They're just lying around right now. So if anyone wants them, go ahead and shoot me an email. And this is one I made up. This is the same kit as the abalone one. It's just made from segmented exotic woods. So I got Purple Heart right here, African Padauk, Bacote, and I believe this is Osage Orange. And you can see some black veneer and some cherry veneer in between those guys. Same pen kit as you just saw, just different wood on there. And there's two sets of threads on this guy, and if you get in the right threads, it matches up. The spiral matches up between the cap and the body of the pen. So I did that intentionally to make it seamless through the whole spiral of the whole pen. That's a cool pen. Another guy I made is same pen kit. I'm going to go on with the same pen kit because it's one of my favorites. This is Curly Hawaiian Koa. It's very expensive wood, kind of rare. It's hard to get. They only export so much board feet of it a year throughout. It's only in Hawaii. So it has a very high densely curl in it, which is these little ripples or tiger stripe or figure is what you would call it. So it's just a gorgeous pen. It kind of reflects light the way the way the light hits it. And this is on a chrome kit. Another roller, and all those three were roller balls. This guy and the one in the case here, and that one does come with the case since it's one of my nicest pens. This is another roller ball I made. It's see-through acrylic with copper flake in it. I've got several different kits or blanks like this. Some are copper flake. I can get silver flake. I can get gold flake. I can get this blank right here, which is a cutoff from a pen I made. It's copper, gold, and silver all in one. So it's called their Melody pen blank. So that one's really nice to turn. It's very beautiful. I didn't on this one because you can see the brass tube right there. But for instance, the one I use at work, I have it on this pen kit, and I painted the insides of the tube black. Gives it some depth. As you can see into the pen kit a little bit since it's see-through acrylic. So it gives it some depth and makes it look a lot cleaner. I learned that after I made this pen. Another pen kit I want to show off is this bolt action pen kit. It is on a gunmetal pen metal, and you can see you activate it like the bolt, and you got a little rifle there for the pen clip. I chose this guy because I have a revolver with the same pattern of wood on the grips. So it's kind of that woodsy kind of look, and the nib is obviously a bullet shape. So that's kind of cool. I don't have it out here right now, but I have a pen kit with the same blank on it, obviously because it's a revolver. It's a revolver pen kit, so the nib section is a revolver cartridge bullet, and it has a revolving cylinder here. When you click the pen in, the cylinder spins. It has a trigger for the pen kit. When you click the trigger, it shoots it back, and the cylinder spins again. It's a very cool pen kit. I'm bummed out I don't have it here to show you, but it's worth it. Real quick, I'm just going to go through some of the materials I made pens out of. So the same kit, these guys, I can make out of carbon fiber, and here's a blank from that. I've sold it to a couple of my buddies who are in the engineering industry, and they love the carbon fiber. So it's just a carbon fiber sleeve around the brass tube, cast in see-through acrylic. I've also done it in a blue twill carbon fiber and a silver twill carbon fiber. So I think this is Alumalite, so it turns very nice. It's very durable. It's a very dense acrylic with no air bubbles. There's just another cut off of the carbon fiber. And here's a cut off of the copper flake pen kit. And I'll go with the see-through acrylic. And this one's really cool. Guess to see if you can see what this is made out of. So this is made out of shredded money. Shredded dollar bills cast in see-through acrylic. It's really cool. Again, I paint the background black or green or whatever color to match. You can see it's highly detailed. You can see the different bills in there. So I've sold a couple of these to buddies and on shows and stuff, and it's just really popular. It's really a conversation piece. Just some other ones like this blue dyed birch wood. This is I believe this is a curly Hawaiian koa cut off. This is spalted tamarind. I don't know how to pronounce it. Spalting is these black lines. It's a type of fungus technically, and it causes the black lines in the wood. It's very pretty when turned. My father-in-law actually had a piece of spalted birch he was going to burn. Saw it was spalted, gave it to me, and it was a work of art when I cut into it. Here's a turquoise piece. I have a video on this of one of my very first acrylic turnings for my mom. She wanted a turquoise and gold pen, so I made her one of that. I had a present for a family friend of ours who was into Harleys, so I made him this orange and black pen kit. This is Alumalite, so it turns like butter. This is zebra wood. I've made some pens out of that. Made some other stuff out of that. And we got this blue wood. I made a fire and ice pen, so the body was blue and the cap was orange and reddish, or vice versa. Called it fire and ice. And then a highly densely twirled or figured purple pen out of acrylic. I've made a lot of other pen blanks out of a lot of different stuff. I've done, the shredded money, the carbon fiber, the copper flake. There's some cool ones I like to show you here in my briefcase. This is all these are for sale. So I'll start from left to right and go over them pretty quickly. So this one's just I bought a bunch of blanks. I don't remember where I got them, but they're exotic Malaysian wood, so it came with slimline kit, so I got that. This one's zebra wood on a gold kit. They're just most of these are roller balls. Or ball points. If they're roller balls, I'll point them out. So this is zebra wood with a gold pen kit, and this one is a turquoise stone on a click pen. It's a very nice action to it. It's very positive, very what's the word I'm looking for? Very acoustic. You can hear it click. It's a positive action, and it doesn't, when you write with it, it doesn't pop back into action like some kits. So very hard stuff to turn. Actually, it's very dense, very heavily weighted to that pen. This one's a slimline pen kit on chrome. That's a red heart. And this one's a very pretty one. This is the, they call it the Majestic Squire pen kit. And this is snake wood. It's a relatively expensive wood to turn. I wanted to get two pieces out of it, so I made it on a shorter pen kit. But this is pewter and brushed brass. It's just, and then you got a little engraved cap right there, and you just spin it right there to get the point out. And that's a ball point as well. This one is also zebra wood, just on a slim kit. This is a what you call European or fun line. I've heard it called different terms. This is a slim kit, so it's 7mm tube with a very slim, sleek design. This is on the same kit as this one, the Click pen kit. So this pen kit I made myself. It's called Milliput. I saw some YouTube videos of people making stuff with Milliput, and I said, hey, that's going to be a sweet pen kit, or a pen blank. So I made my own pen blank. I was going after a Damascus steel look, so I bought black and white Milliput, kind of blended it to make the gray, and I wanted to make it look like Damascus. So I sold one of these to the CEO of a company I used to work for on one of these higher-end rollerball pen kits. I made a Damascus one out of that, and he really enjoyed it. I'll put that back, actually. Here's a purple and gold and green acrylic. It's got some metallic in there, so it really shines in the light. That's a cigar pen kit, so it doesn't matter which way you turn it, it will retract and deploy the pen blank. And all these, I should mention this, all these are refillable pen blanks. So on some of these, you just pull the caps apart. On some of them, you unscrew the nib. You know, you can take off this cap right here. They're all refillable, so that they'll last you forever. This is just a gunmetal pen kit. That is a I want to say box elder burl that's dyed yellow. Just got a little nice figure there. You can see the burls. And this is just a fun line one with red acrylic and gold metal. And this is actually this blank right here that you saw. This is the pen that came out with, highly densely swirled. That's why I picked it, because I like how dense the swirls were. This one's a rollerball, so it's a capped pen. So you pull it out and you got your nib down there, and that's a rollerball. And like I said, all these are interchangeable. This one's the Malaysian wood, just kind of like the first one we saw, but just on a little bit fatter. This is a segmented blank on a gold metal. I believe it's Wengi, Paduke, and Maple on this guy. And this is Myrtlewood, I believe. It's burl. I just kind of found it in a grab bin. You know, grabs so much wood and per pound you pay. I took a guitar string and burned in a little grip section so you get a little positive traction there. So that's what those lines are. I can do a bunch of engraving on there. I don't have any pens to show this or represent it, but I can wood burn logos, scenery, whatever you want to burn in there, like company logos or mountains or the beach or a state. I don't know, whatever you want in there. I could wood burn. And I've also done, I should say this since I'm on this pen. So burl wood sometimes has voids in it, so there's little cavities in the wood. I've also what to do to make those voids pretty is I've taken some turquoise gemstones, crushed them up into a fine powder, and inlaid them into the cracks. I don't have any here to represent, but it is super pretty, and they go really fast when I do that. I can also I have a little Dremel with a really, really fine diamond point, so I can carve a logo into it and inlay a gemstone into that carving. So it's like, so I'd turn it on my lathe. Like, for instance, like I was just in Utah the other day, so I would carve, this is my thought I came with, so I'd carve, like, probably in the cap section, because you grip down here. So I'd carve mountains and snow caps, and I'd actually make my own voids and inlay a gemstone, preferably turquoise, because that's always pretty against the wood. I just like that color combination. So I'd inlay the powdered gemstone, sand it flush so it'd be a seamless, clean finish, and then put a finish over it. And I'll also mention that all the wood pen kits you see are done with a wax friction polish. So the way I apply that is I sand it up to 600 grit. I apply this wax friction polish on a t-shirt, literally an old cut-up t-shirt, cut up into squares, and I apply 2 or 3 coats. So I put it on, let it tack up a little bit, and then just move my finger back really kind of quickly in the same spot and build up some heat and let that wax literally melt into the pores of the wood, and it gives it a nice, very smooth shine here. Moving on, this one's also Malaysian wood on a chrome pen kit. This is one of my favorite pen kits. It's a newer one I've been turning. It's just very simple. I think it's called the Vertex or something. It's a very cool pen kit. And this is made out of Australian burl. I don't know the name of it. It was on sale at Woodcraft, and I said, hey, that's gorgeous. second I cut into it, I'm going to fall in love with this. So it's very highly figured. You can see the burl. I don't know the name of the burl, but again, you just twist that cap and it deploys the pen refill. I'm from Michigan, so of course I'm a Michigan State fan. So of course I have to turn a green and white pen. This is on the Gunmetal Cigar Pen Kit. Highly densely figured with white, black, and green. Go Spartans, am I right? So next one, this is the Malaysian pen kit, or Malaysian wood. I don't know the names of all the different ones, but there's several different colors. This one I segmented. I kind of did a zigzag pattern. So it's out of ebony, Paduke, zebra wood, and purple heart, and there's cherry veneer in between all of them. If you focus on that. Come on, there you go. So there's a Paduke, there's the ebony, the African purple heart, and the zebra wood. This is on a gold pen kit. Here's a kind of gold and blue one on a satin gold pen kit. This is one of my favorite pen kits. I just like the rose gold and the gunmetal. This is on a dyed burl. I don't know if it's Buckeye burl or box elder. I want to say it's probably box elder, but it's dyed blue, obviously. And this guy's like this pen kit, just on a different, or pen blank, just on. It's probably the other half, honestly, because you know they come in about 5 inches. So I probably cut it down in half and made 2 pens out of 1 blank. Save your money on the nice kits. So that's a box elder dyed yellow on a black click pen. So that's nice. I'm not too sure on the type of wood on this guy. I want to say it's not zebra wood. Oh, it's Bacote. That's what it is. It's Bacote. So I don't know where that originates. Probably, my guess is Africa, but that's Bacote wood on a Wall Street pen kit. So you just turn it like that to deploy it. And this is Purple Heart, but I'll tell you what I did to it to get a deep color. So Purple Heart is naturally, when you cut Purple Heart, it turns to a light brown. And as it oxidizes and it gets exposed to oxygen, it turns a darker purple. I wanted to speed that process up. I found this from our RJB Woodturner on YouTube. Shout out to him for the tip. But what I did was I held a flame to it. I don't remember if I used a blowtorch. I want to say I just used a normal lighter. So I literally burned the wood, got it exposed to oxygen, and then sanded away the burn marks and got this really pretty deep purple. It's nice and deep, and then of course I finished off with that friction wax. Super slim 7mm pen kit. I would say this is probably just under a centimeter in diameter. Really slim line. Was going for a thinner look to it. This guy is Osage Orange on a satin copper pen kit. So Osage Orange, fun fact about those guys, is very hard wood, very dense wood. They actually used the wood to make wagon wheels in the olden days. Which is pretty cool. This is just a funky multicolored Alumalite acrylic blank on gunmetal cigar pen. You just turn it to activate it, obviously. This is, again, some Myrtlewood burl on satin gold. Really pretty grain to it. Kind of swirls and dances around the pen. And then this is actually bamboo. You can see the knots right there. So this is laminated bamboo on a slimline pen kit. You can see the grain down the edge of it. Really pretty. And the rest of these are all slimline. So this is a zebra wood cut on a 45-degree angle, or probably more like 30 degrees it looks like. So it's a diagonal cut zebra wood. So you get that kind of, you know, cathedral. If you're looking at it this way in the furniture industry, we called it cathedrals. So it'd go like that. So however you cut the wood, you get different grain. So that's zebra wood. Really pretty wood. And this is, again, just Malaysian exotic wood. And this guy is my only pencil I have right now. This is one of the first ones I made. I held on to it personally for a little bit, used it. But this is Paduke. So you can see it turns a lot darker after it's been aged. And this is just a click pencil right there. So don't have a lot of pencils, but if you're looking for a pen and pencil set, I can usually do the same metal and the same blank so they match. As I remember when my brother went to college, he went to the Air Force Academy, and their colors are blue, so I got him some curly figured dyed blue maple and turned him a pen and pencil set out of it. So that was pretty cool. I think hopefully he still has it. I'm sure he does. So yeah, that's all the pens I got right now, and pencil, I guess. So if you're interested in any of my any of these, or if you want me to make any other ones, just shoot me a message. I've got an Etsy, but not really selling a lot on there, so I kind of gave up on it. One of these days, hopefully this summer, I'll put more on there. But yeah, it's a fun hobby, and just like to sell more so I can continue the hobby, because some of these kits and some of these pens and some of these woods, as you can imagine, get a little pricey. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and if you'll see more, just subscribe and keep an eye out for what I post. I don't know what I'll post next, but hopefully it'll be something cool. Thanks, guys. Take care.